good morning, fam. It's your boy Darren with Darmac Buildings and Brightway Insurance coming to you on a Saturday. And we're installing concrete unit masonry. That's the correct name for the block. You hear people use the term block, which is still good, but it's concrete unit masonry, okay? And so we're building what we call a stem wall. That's a certain height that we are going to build up to, like maybe one course above finished floor. So in this case, it's going to be probably like 5 courses. And how we determine that, if you've been watching my videos, you have seen this footer that I'm standing on now is what we formed up and poured. Okay. Now you probably say, well, Darren, what does that red line represent? Well, that red line represents the outside of the block that's going to be laid. So it gives the masonry, the masons, I would say, a guide. Okay. That means that the outside of that block should be on that line. Now, how do we come in that line? Well, the survey company comes out and they give me my corners. As you see there, this is a corner here. This pin represents a corner right here. So I get this corner, snap my line here, maybe a little bit inside because we got stucco that we got to do, and we snap it from this pin to that pin. So that kind of gives you your square and everything like that we're doing as well. So as the day moves on, it's been raining because we're in South Florida. It rained for like 15 minutes, probably less than that. And now we're back at it. All this block here you see is going to be removed and be on the outside perimeter wall. And this is going to represent like the shape of the house, okay? The shape of the house. All right. So it's going to be a long day. Saturday. I'm here. You know, guys want to come out Saturday because we want to try to take advantage of everything. And it also helps up with time, because if we can get a good day in on a Saturday, that helps us if we have a bad day. The pool is in. Now you can imagine, had we not done this pool, we would have had a problem getting back here to dig out this pool, and it would have been all messed up. So the pool was done first. Okay. Not that it would have been impossible to do the pool, but it was more convenient to do the pool as you see it now. So we're here now making everything happen. I want you guys throughout the day, I'm gonna be giving you guys video because I may be bored. But I just want to give you an idea as far as what's taking place now. And all this block here, I hope I have enough, because I don't feel like going to the store like I did yesterday on the other house that we was doing a 2-story. I know I don't have enough bag goods. That's on me. I should have ordered 2 pallets of it, but I only ordered 1. But I had some extra left over. So I'll be going to Home Depot to go get me some more bags, like 10 at a time. But I'm not doing it right now, though. I'm drinking my coffee as we speak. So this is what we got here. This is going to be done today. And then with it being done today, you're going to see the next step, which is going to prep. What I'm walking on is actually the dirt or the soil that the slab is going to be poured on. You can't really see it now, but I'm going to go through the process of what that's involved. But I want to give you baby steps on each video. I don't want to throw it all at you at one time. I want you to see what's going on so you can see how we do things in South Florida. Now, this is just, so let's be clear, this is just one way of doing a foundation, okay? It's one way of doing a foundation. It's probably, I know, like maybe 3, maybe 4. You got a, which I showed you on another video, you have where we have to put pilings in, where the house has to sit on the pilings that's going like 40 feet in the ground, because the dirt that is there is not conducive for a house. And then you have this here stem wall footer, which is similar. This is a strong application. And then you have the one that's called a monolithic. When we pour the slab, we pour in the footers at the same time. There's probably others out there too, but those are the 3 main ones that I come across, right? But yeah, this is where we are. This is what your boy doing on a Saturday. That's what we'll be doing. And here's the thing. I'm gonna say this and let you guys go. The thing about me getting these bags are 80 pounds per bag. And if I bring 10, that means I got left over. That's 800 pounds. Now, I ain't no strong spring chicken here, but that's one way I get my workout. But you live and learn. Hey, stay focused, stay inspired, reach every goal that you set out, but be consistent at it as well. Peace.